to the stream. We're continuing my playthrough of Catherine. And let's see, I haven't played this in a while, but we've gotten some progress last time. I think we're in day 2 now. Or was it day 3? Day 2. And we found out about an old man who knew our grandpa, and we're about to get some answers from him. But also, I believe we also...
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another
Sup, Coco?
interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
So we're also going to look for a flower that smells like a pepper, but it's a drug. That's kind of like marijuana, I guess. Anyways, let's say hi to our friend before we leave.
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Well, we already exhausted all the options the last time I played this, so just say goodbye. Have fun.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Let's leave.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Bye.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Such a good friend. We all need an E in our lives. Ooh, that's a lot of new places. We could go to the clinic where the rich old man who knows our grandpa is. We can go to the church, who is giving off some kind of creepy culty vibes. We could go find that land, or I don't remember why. But first we gotta go visit grandpa. How was your day, Coco? Oops.
I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise. The grave is brimming with flowers.
Everyone has boring days.
I don't see how those things work together.
Come on, there has to be...
A printed picture.
I'm betting that grave has some of those hallucinogenic flowers on it. Anyway. Let's leave and actually continue with the plot. I guess first things first, we go to the clinic. What? Okay, it's that drunk guy that was in the jail earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Sup, bum?
It's that homeless guy who helped me distract Lenny.
Yeah, it is him. Maybe
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
the trash can has trash. This is why she's a journalism major. She can see all the hidden things.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the
That's-
way, you owe me $10.
Oh yeah, we do.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Oh, we actually
Better
do
get
have
those
money.
balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
All right. I'm Kathy.
Polite.
Pleasure to meet you.
Very polite.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
Right.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Did he now?
The Silence of the Lambert,
Ha.
Jacob's Bladder,
Ha.
The Usual Surprises, Natural Born Killers.
Right.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Does he have any
Sounds
answers?
serious. Ask away.
Can.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not
Oh my
everyone can
God.
handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
You really
Oh, I
should.
saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I
Oh.
had my reasons.
Was a
My wife
light
had just left
blue?
me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Yeah, Kathy.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
That's rough.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're
Teenage
like their own
girls.
species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't like people
No,
friendly.
we met. They're actually kind of nice.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I
After
met her.
that,
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
okay, let's ask
What's
the
your
church.
opinion on the Church of the Holy
We
Trinity?
ask everyone about
I'd
this
say
church.
they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him
Oh,
were into
that's
some
new.
weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really, I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, I might do that. Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
Oh shit, he
You
is
saw
there.
Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
That's promising. At least he ain't dead yet, and we can talk to him.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
That's stupid.
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother? What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Was it now? Let's see.
I could, but only if I had a really good reason.
I want to stun gun someone. Has to be someone I can stun gun.
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about.
What?
They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food,
Doubt.
not to mention the women.
Oh.
Got 2 kids down there now, Mei Lin and little Ping.
I'm sorry, what?
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy. Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Nice.
Enlightening.
Okay, I think we have exhausted all conversation options. I mean,
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty,
you're a good man,
Okay,
man.
I'm off.
bye.
But now it's time for some real answers. Dude, I magazines.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt.
Bye, Coco. Have a good night.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
I mean, it's the mid-90s, so smoking hasn't been eradicated yet.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest.
Why? Because this is a boring game? Oh, nah, it's a pretty intriguing game.
Excuse me, nurse?
She has her
Hey,
Walkman.
nurse!
Yeah?
That is the look of someone bored out of her mind. I mean, these are all good. But let's be pro-worker and go.
They don't pay you much,
Yeah,
huh?
they should pay her better.
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Nice.
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
Is he? Are you now?
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Well, there's always,
A girl can never be too safe.
especially when another girl hits you with it.
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
One day I'll get to use you stun gun, and it will be glorious.
Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
What if we just go upstairs?
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
I guess it's a big. Is it a big clinic though? Let me check. I mean, there's only a couple of rooms. It's not a big clinic. You could force your way through there. Just go to the room with the most security. Kathy Ray, you disappoint me sometimes. And maybe Goober can help us with the nurse.
Hey, doofus.
Goober,
Oh, hi.
don't answer to Doofus. Answer to Goober.
I had a few more questions.
Fire away.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it. I can't read it from here. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
What? They don't change calendars. That's so sad.
Rows and columns of... No thanks.
Let's see. You got
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on... Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant.
Interesting. Can we burn down a clinic just to find a patient?
I don't want to burn that.
Oh,
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
wow.
That combination...
I guess-
Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
I hate thinking outside the box, but I guess that's what this game is all about. I wonder, do I have?
I prefer to...
I mean, let's see. Oh, that's straight calendar.
A calendar...
Can I burn a calendar?
I don't want to...
I don't want to burn into it much of anything. Okay, we'll come back later and go look at other stuff. That's a dead end, so let's go to the church. Maybe we can pray a solution.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh,
Yes.
I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy, Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price,
You
in the
look
70s.
fascinating.
Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared.
Interesting.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture.
Writing scripture.
The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you, the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak
Wow,
moment?
subtle.
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Okay. So it's not a Christian church. It just has the trappings of one, even the vestments of a Catholic priest. Well, it's a Christian church, as it says Father, Son, Holy Ghost, but writing scripture, that's...
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
Rain is smarter than I am.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Really now? Really now? Interesting. Can I stun gun him?
I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
Oh, you don't know me. You don't know games, Gaddy. You're gonna have to stun gun someone, and this priest is the likeliest candidate.
Do you know anything about Lily Meyer's art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then, she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
Sure.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now.
Wow,
getting
way
medical
to
treatment.
drop that on someone.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
Wow, deathbed conversions. That's kind of predatory, but standard operating procedure, I guess.
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Okay, so when he doesn't know, he answers very quickly.
Does the
Thank you.
name Lily Myers mean anything
We asked
to you?
about her art
It
before
does.
her.
I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
It's gotta be aliens. Goober was right.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That
Grandpa
being
was a
said,
good man.
Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Grandpa.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
I mean, offer him some cigarettes.
I don't need to show him that.
I mean, maybe he's a smoker. You don't know. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah.
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Ooh.
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights. It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Fair enough. Ooh, Bibles. Gonna get one.
I really shouldn't. They might burn.
Haha, Kathy. A woman after my own heart. Maybe you could confess?
Locked.
Damn.
Could lead to a sacristy or a closet. Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
I mean, it's probably locked as well, but... I wonder if there's a way to speed up
Locked.
moving. Probably is. But I don't know. But that's fine. Okay. We got some clues. Oh, not really. Well, there's the flower.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken.
That was quick.
I'm not sure what I expected to find here.
Ghosts? Aliens?
I need to clear my head. What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
What's with his eyes? Okay, it's makeup. It's makeup. Wow. Wow, that's... These are all terrible opening lines, Callie. These are all terrible opening lines.
Nope, just no. I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Oh, that's
Who
interesting.
are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
I feel strange.
Is
Am
this
I
plan?
dreaming?
It's the mending I will try to facilitate.
It is aliens!
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Wait, what? How did I get here?
I didn't tell you to go here.
Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Ooh. Grandma, I had a weird dream.
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Oh, she's watching TV. I only noticed now. Okay, let's talk to Grandma about that creepy bald dude.
Mind if we
could.
talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I don't see a reason to ask. Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Oh no, she's reporting to the aliens. Okay, maybe I'm crazy.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Love you, Grams. Is there anything new in the attic? Teddy bear.
Mr. Bear! How did you get all the way up there? Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
Is there anything new here?
I've already searched.
No, I guess not.
It looks like someone was doing very.
Okay, nothing.
Some kind of winter forest. Looks like the rain finally stopped. A mere single pair of boots on display.
What if we go to the woods again?
Hello? Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home.
I mean, aside from this very
That wasn't here before.
obvious clue, which we'll take.
What's this? A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Better than my drawings. Okay, we'll name him Redman.
Looks like a specimen of the red scythe. It's endangered. I'm not going to take it without a really good reason.
Well, she's a better person than I originally took her for. She cares about nature, just not other humans. mean, we got a picture and
Oh, it's you.
oh no. Oh
no
dear.
Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Oh no. Oh, that's interesting.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
Very
A bald
interesting.
man? That must be Lily. She seems very happy looking up at the red man. Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy?
I mean, maybe it's not meant to be a present picture. Maybe it was in the 1980s. You don't know. Right, Sue? Explain this
I
to
had
me.
a few more questions, Sue.
Shoot.
I don't need to. Do you know who the red man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
Creepy.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Interesting. So if you met before, maybe Caddy met him as a young child. Assuming he's real, which we're not going to tell Sue.
Sounds like he has quite an active imagination then.
Oh, you have no idea. He has unique names for each of the kitchen utensils. Enough said.
Sue, what?
My God, that looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Wow. Really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red.
Like
There were probably
Caddy's
other
hair.
details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it. Do you know anything about this flower?
Sure, smoked it a few times back in the day,
Ha!
before
Sue.
it was endangered and all.
Yeah? What was it like?
Similar to pot, but stronger and more unpredictable. Never touched this stuff after I got pregnant with Lily.
All right.
Responsible parent. That's pretty good. That's better than some people.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
Okay, we have a missing child, an imaginary red man, a hidden old man, and a creepy priest. I mean, he's just a priest, but you can't say priest without something to describe him with.
Thick, dense forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa?
To the Catmobile! God, I love that name. Cringe, but good. Let's see. I don't think we can still do much in a clinic. We already talked to Grandma. Do I have to go to the sheriff? They might arrest me. I did a lot of bad things. Okay. Let's get arrested.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Nah. Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
You're joking, right?
Oh, never mind. Hey, Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid.
Ooh, he got
I remember
high.
being sick and delirious for days.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
What's the floppy disk about again?
It's labeled boot.
Oh, so we're still carrying this around. I guess we're gonna use it later.
Hello, Sheriff.
If you...
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind. Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's just some kids playing pranks with flashlights.
Do you recognize this flower?
Matter of fact, I do. It's a local endangered plant with mild narcotic properties.
Yeah? Have you come across any users in the area?
Sure, but it's a bit tricky to do anything about it. Using it as a substance is technically illegal.
Ah, so the illegal part is picking it in the first place.
Yes, knowingly picking the flower is a crime, according to the Endangered Species Act of 1973.
Gotcha, thanks.
At least he knows his police stuff.
That's all for...
Good.
So now that Kathy Rain knows it's a crime, she'll definitely do it. Because she's a criminal. Okay, now I'm kind of stuck. Where do I go from here?
Hello, Isaac.
I'm all.
Any red
This
men?
may sound strange, but have you heard of or seen a strange man dressed in red?
Only our Lord and Savior Jesus. Surely his rags were
Oh,
drenched in
God.
blood as he lay upon the cross.
That's not what I meant. I mean someone here in Conwell Springs.
Are you joking? I haven't seen a person like that, no.
That's so cliche, it almost sounds like a dodge.
I'll keep it. That's all I need.
May-
A striking resemblance, to say the least.
Okay. Maybe if we go to the garden, Nath will be there. And then we can use the stun gun on him. Nope, guess not. Is there anywhere on the left? Anything on the left side? Nope. Right, back to the clinic then. Is there anything on the right side? Nope, just an exit. Alright. We have a nurse, we have a computer.
I can't do anything while she's sitting there.
Shame.
That doesn't need. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't want. I don't want.
Oh, I hate thinking outside the box. Like,
No
just,
thanks.
can I burn magazines?
I don't want to.
I think I already tried that.
I'm
Nice.
comfortable.
I don't have much.
Was expecting. I don't see. I don't want. Hey,
Oh,
I had a
fire!
I don't need to ask.
You don't?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
bye.
Wait, he can act, right?
Hey,
Oh,
So, tell me about the
what about?
natural.
It's a dystopian vision of the protagonist. Eddie's one day. Eddie makes his way.
Give me the run.
A lighthearted comedy taking place. The story is the movie. I guess it's
I'm not sure I want to know what
Jacob's bladder. The trap during long and sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with it after a big.
Tell me about.
Lawrence Lambert. For weeks, he tries to. He marries his house. In the end, Lawrence, based on a
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
typecasting,
Oh, never.
not the cultured.
Oh, there we go. After asking him a lot. Okay.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best, the very best.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Oh, damn. I should have paid attention.
Never mind.
What about
Tell me.
Lawrence? For weeks, he tries to
Sorry,
communicate
I
with
should
Cus.
do
He
that.
marries his housekeeper, who only knows two. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms based on
Okay, maybe
I'm not sure.
Jacob's bladder. The tragic during long and joyful monologues on the camp. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance, after a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee.
Wait, not
Give me
that.
the run.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise. The story is told from 8 different perspectives. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. I guess
Natural.
it's a dystopian vision. The protagonist, Eddie's one day. He has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps. And Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia.
Oh,
Not the.
okay.
But
Okay, I'm gonna save here because acting.
Hey,
oh,
And
hey,
then
never mind.
wait,
Hey,
I'm thinking the first one because it has yes and clean. Like that's the only thing he could say.
probably.
oh, I'm. Al Consuelo, how I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me! Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Okay, not that. It has to be some. It has to be the one where.
That wasn't really.
It has to be the one where he collapses, maybe.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
sure.
never.
What?
I'm not.
Jake, during long and joy, sadly, before Jacob has a chance after a big fight with his parents.
Natural.
It's a to protect. One day, he is simply Eddie makes his way to Mexico.
Oh,
Not the.
Okay, you sure?
hey. How about.
This- I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know
Again? No.
What's this smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you, thank you. You've been a
I don't
great
wanna-
audience.
What? What? Okay, I'm terrible at guessing. I'm
Hey,
just gonna.
Oh,
Hey. Definitely.
I'm fit. Jenny, everything is forgiven. You
Goober,
and me were like
Fred-
peas and carrots. I'm just
I
so
don't want-
full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
I don't want to.
What?
Hey,
Oh,
so
what about
tell me.
For weeks, he marries us. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart based on
Oh,
not the
Okay, I'm gonna have
Hey.
to
shut.
intervene. Say, he has to die in my arms, maybe.
How could swell? How I wish I could speak.
I don't want to.
I have so many things left to say.
Goober,
My chest, no! It can't be!
no.
Hold me!
I
Thank
don't
you,
wanna-
thank you! You've been a great audience.
Hey, dude.
Oh,
Hey.
Sh-
No.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again. Turn this scalp into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world has never seen. Okay, Doctor, I'm counting down now. 10,
Good idea,
9,
but it would.
8,
Oh!
6. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Okay, I got an achievement for film buff because I had all of it. Okay, so usual suspects.
Hey, dude.
Oh,
No, wait.
what
Tell me.
Lawrence for weeks. He marries his. In the end, Lawrence dies based on
Give me.
a lighthearted comedy. The story of the movie ends with the biggest. I guess it's
Oh.
not the.
Hey.
Sh-
How
This-
Okay, I do have to use the stun gun. I'm so happy. This is it. This is it. I get to kill some. I mean,
I
stuff.
can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's this smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Nurse, he's seizing.
Oh shit!
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
But first, I mean, we're gonna have to probably use the boot disc. Yep. C. Mendez Otorgador. Let's write that down so I don't forget. C. Mendez Otorgador. I wonder what that means. Wait, what's his name again? Charles Wade. Okay. Six B. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. Initial prognosis looks good. Patient likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks. So that's good for him. Ooh, 1924. Old man, but he's stable, so it's pretty good. 6B.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
I mean, maybe he's the only
Rose
employee.
and Colin.
Alrighty. Let's go find the old man.
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
Oh, we're not a
I'm no
journalist
journalist. Well,
yet.
not yet anyway.
Haha.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
I mean, you kind of need a big bag on favors if you want to make it big. But it's not about that. It's about
That's not what this is about.
Grandpa.
It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something the Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
First, we asked him about Lou Myers.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Call sign.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who
Oh,
coined
finally.
it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks. Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Oh, shucks.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one.
Where Mom is?
You know the place, Kathy.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans. I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
That's interesting.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched.
Interesting.
But every single painting by an unknown local artist gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you
The
need.
power of the rich and
That'd be
famous.
great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious. What's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
We're getting a lot of answers out of this man. I thought he'd be more difficult.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
As we ask
They
everyone.
seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Oh, I should not have told the priest about you then. Whoops.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
I mean, you were born out of the deal, so let's just say nothing.
So our family started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
By any chance, do you know an alien?
I don't need to ask him about that.
Heh.
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
Can we stun gun him?
He's being cooperative at the moment. I shouldn't push my luck.
Also, there's a very big man with a gun. He's gonna stop you.
I don't need... Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
She is. I am.
I don't need... I don't need... What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Do you know what this is?
A flower. Why don't you consult a
Sorry.
botanist?
Okay. He exhausted everything? And it must be exhausting for him since he's a recovering patient, so let's leave him alone for now.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
A private phone. Wade must get special privileges here. Just some boring landscape paintings.
Probably worth more than everything you own.
Just some boring... Looks like Wade brought some of his old tombs with him. That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day. He looks weak, but his eyes are sharp. I'd rather not. He'd crush me like a twig.
Should I?
I am not suicidal, thanks.
I'm so happy she has a special dialogue for that one. Oh, she's still not here. We could go to the sheriff and ask about it. Or we could go roundabout and ask Grandma about the issues. But it's not going to advance the storyline any, so sheriff it is. Hey Lenny. Hi Lenny.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind... Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny!
Yes, boss?
Get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86.
On it, boss. There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Alarm in a way to say is triggered. House is empty at the time. Neighbors contact law enforcement. Officers arrive at the scene. Several broken windows. No trace. What the hell is Franklin Goldfarb? $15,000 of dollars. Not bad for a local artist. Franklin Goldfarb.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Do you know who Jimmy
Not really.
Nah.
Maybe he knows how to find him.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him.
Well, gotta go.
See?
Thanks for nothing. Maybe the sheriff's gonna know more.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Interesting.
I'll hang on to. That's all for.
Good.
Thanks for nothing. I mean, if it's familiar.
A bunch of cops.
Anything behind?
Lanny, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her a gift.
I'll need a key. That action.
Okay, nothing to do here. Okay, maybe, let's see, who do we know? Grandma. Does Grandma know who Goldfarb is?
Oh. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
Really? He always struck me as a kind man, maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man, then. Surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I know that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma. I don't see a reason to ask her about.
Oh, okay.
I don't see a.
Okay.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Oh, that poor man. He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know.
She does know him.
Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling
It's
on
Goober!
about that imaginary acting career of his.
Sad thing. Do you know where I can find him?
You shocked
He's
him.
homeless, dear. Lost his job a few years ago and never really got back on his feet.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Thanks, Grandma. Looks like I'm gonna have to have a chat with Goober.
This man is the MVP of this game.
Well, gotta go, Graham.
Bye, Kath.
I mean, is he still in the hospital? Is he angry that we shocked him?
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. what happened to Goober anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a
church
religious
time.
near-death experience.
Okay, thanks.
To the church. And there he is.
Goober, the friendly bum in denial. Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go. I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Never change.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen,
Charm.
I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
Sure.
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy!
I don't need to.
I should probably Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
I just did.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back at the Wade Estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys.
The Father,
They,
Son, the Holy Ghost.
They what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit. Spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters, B something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Inconvenient.
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small. Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
Interesting.
Any idea?
Beehive? Bet high? Big
Why
head?
did I ask him?
I already asked him about that. I should. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that?
BH.
Okay, that's all for now.
See ya!
I feel bad that Kathy electrocuted him with a stun gun, considering he's so helpful. He's solving this case for us, and I'm gonna try to stun him again.
Nah, that god old fast. Yep, I totally went there.
Achievement unlocked, trigger happy. That fun was so bad. I kinda want to date Kathy right now.
Hello, Isaac. I've got a few more questions for you.
I'm all ears.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't
Do you know anything about...
I have just a vague...
Okay, not very helpful.
Do you know what BH...
I'm sorry.
That's all I need.
May the Lord...
Have you met anyone, BH? Charles Wade, Kathy Rain. No, there's nothing. You could ask Charles Wade, and then ask Sue, and then ask the police, and then ask Grandma. Okay, let's just go through everyone. Hey, Miss Mendez.
I don't have anything. I sure am. I had some more questions.
I'm
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on my father's lighter.
Wait, it's what?
My guess would be the Black Hats, a local biker gang. Your father was a member.
So helpful.
Of course. That makes sense. Thanks.
So the Black Hats stole your paintings.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Not much. They used to stir up all sorts of trouble, but Truman kept them in check.
The
What about
president?
now? Are they still active?
I believe they are. Given the incompetence of Sheriff Boyks, I'm sure they're having a field day out there.
Do you know where I can find them?
Not exactly. They have a clubhouse somewhere outside of town, but that's all I know.
Interesting. Hey, thanks.
I got the police report about the burglary from the cops.
Good. Any new leads?
I have a few ideas, yeah.
Excellent. Let me know what you come across.
Thanks, Charles. That's all.
You're welcome.
So now I gotta deal with a biker gang? I mean, Kathy has a bike. Suno. Probably not, but
Oh, it.
Nate's still not here.
I had a.
She.
I don't need. Did you know that somebody stole Lily's paintings from Wade?
Huh? I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had them all.
I don't need to. Did you know that somebody stole Lily's?
Huh?
I think I'm
Sure.
Is that a bug? That's a bug, I think. She stood up for no reason. Well, it's not a big deal.
It's the Catmobile, my custom chopper bike. Plenty of gas in the tank. She was born a '76 Corley Motors, but there aren't many original parts.
We could go to the police, see if they know where the biker gang is. First, we ask the nicer one.
Hey, Lenny,
Hello, Kathy.
what can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Wait, what? You actually are gonna give it?
Got it, thanks.
Lenny, you're an idiot.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Didn't even ask what a nice young girl wants with them, with a rough biker gang.
Hello, Sheriff. What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Why, you care to join? I'm sure they'd be real impressed by your big bike, but that's a man's club.
Let's just say I have a healthy curiosity.
I'd say your curiosity borders on mental illness. You have a death wish? Bikers don't mess around with little girls.
You gonna help me or not, Sheriff?
Not really. Go bother Lenny with it.
I mean, that's the appropriate reaction from a cop towards a young lady who wants to know about the biker gang.
That's all for now.
Good.
Lenny, you are an idiot. A helpful idiot. But still. Let's go join a biker gang. Did y'all steal paintings?
Sweet butt incoming!
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? Little slut? I think she does.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
Or you'll be scraping your balls off the floor, you fucking pig.
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Stun gun.
What the hell's going on out here?
Nothing, Prez. Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
For fuck's sake, Prospect, not again. Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss, I'll go. Fuck, that hurt, you cunt.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it you're Bo?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with her deranged mother. Who are you, really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Prove it, then.
Well, I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
I mean, we kind of have this one.
This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia. We've had some problems with the Vandals lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
Did y'all steal some paintings?
Yeah, that won't get me.
I just had to ask.
I don't need to.
Okay, that would be stupid.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No, we had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So
Wow.
I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page, I'd praise him. On the next, I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
Yeah, I want to know that.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards. The ones who wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers?
Nothing that anyone else around here couldn't tell you.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
No.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. VP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Myers'
Wow.
paintings from Charles Wade
Subtle.
in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Fine. Is there anything I can do for the club to earn your trust?
You mean like cleaning the toilets? Making coffee? I think we got that covered, Cupcake.
Ah, the 90s.
Spare me your sexist bullshit. I can take care of business.
You're nothing like your old man, you know that?
I take that as a compliment.
You do that. In any case, I've had enough of this nonsense. Stop pushing your luck.
What can you tell me?
Do I look like a pious man to you? I've peed on churches.
This may be a weird question, but have you ever met a bald man dressed in red?
I've made a few bald men red. That count?
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 2 other local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyks and the boy are a nuisance at best.
I don't... Do you know any...
Do I look like a...
Yeah.
Crack me up, girl.
Do you know what this is?
Whoa.
What? Do you recognize that?
I saw one of those with my own eyes a few years ago.
Really? Where?
What
Middle of
actually
the
helps?
woods, on the road to the city. Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate in my head. At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in Nam.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No, like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough.
Yeah, actually helps. Everyone here is too nice.
Hey, Bo.
You ask me.
I wonder if this is a red herring.
Yeah, that... I already showed...
Wanna smoke?
Care to join me?
Sorry, Dar.
I don't need...
Oh, that's everything, I guess. Yep. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the...
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
This is a good episode. You already used the taser twice. Stun gun.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
Yuck.
I take that back. Gross.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No. Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of expensive spice.
Or an endangered spice.
So let me guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think he would help me out?
It'll make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
You're Brian's kid. That means you're family. We take care of family.
Well, how was that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers.
An endangered flower.
If you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Trippy. Thanks.
You're welcome, darling.
Impressive bar. Hey, bartender, do you happen to know how to make a Bloodier Mary?
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this...
Afraid not. I can make you...
Maybe later.
All right, then.
Yeah. Oh wait, pictures.
Various pictures and mugshots. A member of this... I used to be a bit of a pool shark. Been a while, though. I'd rather... 100% country music. Be still, my heart. Whew, out of order. My ears are safe.
Ha.
My father's in one of these photos. I'm barely resisting the urge to rip it to shreds. The Black Hats. I suppose the name comes from the old Western trope.
That old Western trope being black hats are all bad guys, white hats are good guys. I learned that watching Westworld. Okay, let's go get some drugs. I told you earlier that she would commit this crime as soon as she found out it was a crime.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
Look at that face. The hell is that? Squirrel. Now we're gonna make a drink for Crime Lord.
Hey, Bo. I should give it to the bar. All right. I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Oh, and add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say. One Bloody Mary. Enjoy.
Thanks, buddy.
The club will cover that, Jose?
Sure thing, VP.
Thanks again, Emmett.
You got it.
Here's hoping it can make Bo a bit more cooperative. It's a Bloodier Mary, I think.
Wouldn't it suck if we killed that? What do you mean? Bloodier Mary. You haven't saved it in a while? Might as well. What if we tried to drink it?
It's for Bo, not me.
Okay.
Hey, Bo. I've got something for you.
I recognize that smell. You found your dad's recipe.
Something like that.
Man, is this a trip down memory lane? I keep expecting Brian to walk in here any second. You know, all this nostalgia is making me remember how much I really owe your old man.
Yeah?
Yeah, so here's the deal. In '86, Carl, my VP at the time, came to me and said he had a job lined up for the club. Some guy'd offer him good dough for stealing a bunch of paintings from a mansion. He needed 2 brothers for the job. I was busy with other things at the time, so I gave my permission as long as the club got the usual cut. He returned a week later with a nice wad of cash. I didn't realize it was Wade he had knocked off until I read the paper. If I had known that, I'd advised against it. Wade is a powerful man with friends in city council. There's no reason to piss him off.
Got it. So, what do you know about the guy who hired you for the job?
Not much. Carl said it was some
Oh, for
bearded preacher.
fuck's sake.
Whoa, Isaac from the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Or his dad.
Could be. I don't know who that is. It was a priest. I know that much.
Thanks, Bo. I'm gonna follow up on this right away.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what happened to your old man? Not even curious?
I couldn't give 2 shits about that asshole.
Bullshit. Don't expect anyone to believe you're that angry with someone you don't give 2 shits about.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should know that no one from the club had anything to do with it. I meant it when I said Brian was a good brother. He had no enemies here. Not then, and not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Brian used to talk about heading to Mexico, about riding off into the sunset and getting away from all his newfound responsibilities. And I think part of him was serious.
Dad of the year.
You deserve to know that there's a chance he's still out there somewhere.
Sure. Let's hope that bastard is living it up somewhere.
Just take care of yourself, you hear?
You too. That day went by fast. I think I'm gonna ask if I can stay the night at Grandma's.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Grandma, it got kinda late. Would it be okay if I stay the night?
Of course, dear. Have a seat. I'll make you something to eat.
Oh, you're the best. I'm starving.
She is the best.
Do you see?
Oh, it's Redman.
You are both unwanted, both discarded.
Oh. Is that Nathan?
Good. Lick the flames, buddy boy. Lick the flames and feel the hatred burn.
It's the Redman.
Lily's painting, burning, and the kid from the cemetery. It's gotta mean something. Looks like the rain finally stopped.
Kathy Rain will not stop though. But I know who will? I would. Because it's gotten long, and we're on day 4, so day 4 start. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna say goodbye to Grandma next time. We're gonna maybe end this game next time I play it. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.